Hey guys, it's Abby, and welcome to another Friday video on the locals. And this week, I'm going to be teaching you guys just a few study tips and like how to study for finals because I know for me it's final week. And yeah, so by the time this video is up, I would have already taken my first final, which is my English final. So I obviously don't know how it's going to be, but like it should be easy because it's all multiple choice and one essay. So the first thing that I normally like to do is I like to keep my phone out of the room so I know it doesn't distract me because I know if it's like next to me, then I know I'm going to look at it. And so if it's like away, then it won't bother me and I could focus on what I'm studying. The second thing I like to do is color code. And I know that sounds weird, but like I just got a bunch of pens that like write really cool and like I just love writing in pens. And I feel like if I color code, then it helps me remember more and like the colors stand out. So I don't know, this is my world history and like it's just like each section that I have, it's in different color. So like it helps me remember stuff. And yeah, it's just like easier. And I don't know, I've been using it my whole life. My mom used it, my brother's starting to use it, and it's just like really effective. Another thing I like to do is I like to write down things that like I don't know or I can't remember well, and I'll go back after I'm done studying everything. I'll just study those topics like enough until I know them. Like in science today, we like made a list of like everything that we didn't know, and our teacher like went over it in like good detail, and like now like I know everything. So like if you're stuck on like or science or biology or something, and if there's a lot of definitions, then what I would do is I would just write down everything you need to know, like go over it a few times, make flashcards, because flashcards really do help, especially if like you take a language like Spanish or Italian or something, because like there's a lot you need to know, like a lot of the vocab for those. So just flip through your flashcards like before the test, and you should be fine. So what I like to do is I like to go online and find like old regents or old exams, and I like to take them because I feel like if you know them, because the answers are also online with them. So like if you take practice ones, and you're gonna like have a feel for like what's gonna be on the test and like what you need to study for. Because I know for geometry, like it's like not the same question, but it's a lot of the type of same questions. So like I have this huge packet like right here, and it's like been helping me because I get to know like what's been on the past ones and like what to study for, and it's just really helpful. An important thing to do while you're studying is to make sure you take breaks in between. So say like you have a full day of no test before like a really important test, and you're already planning on studying all day, you want to take at least a 5 to 10 minute break like every hour or so, just to make sure like you're fresh and you're not stressing. Because if you study from like 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, you're gonna get super tired and you're not gonna like remember a lot of things, and you're not gonna be able to focus during the test. So you'd want to make sure like you just take short breaks like every once in a while, and try to take like at least one hour break or so to like rest or to eat or something. But like if you're taking a short break, make sure like you don't go try not to use your phone, because you'll get distracted very easily. Like everyone always says they're going to be on their phone for like 5 minutes and then I'm going to go back to studying, but 5 minutes could turn into 50 minutes in like 2 seconds. I don't know. But one final important thing is it's not a studying tip, but it's a tip for the day of the test. Make sure you have every materials that you need. Like if you're taking a math test, make sure you have a calculator, a compass, a protractor, a ruler, or like anything you need like that. And like make sure you have a bunch of pens, like black or blue pens. Make sure you have a bunch of pencils with lead and erasers. Just make sure you're all prepared, because you don't want to be the only one that doesn't have something, and you don't want to hold the test like everyone up, because one of my teachers told me today that if you forget something, it's going to add so much stress to all the students, because they're going to get all nervous like waiting for the test because one person forgot a calculator. So just make sure like you have everything. Make sure you bring water, because it could get hot with like 80 or 100 kids in like a small like gym or something. And make sure, like, if it's like a morning test, try like make sure like you bring a bar or something. But I don't really recommend bringing like a big snack or something because it's gonna disturb a lot of people during the test. And yeah, make sure you bring a jacket too, like in case it's cold. Oh, and do not bring your phone into the testing area because I don't know how strict other schools are, but my school, they're really strict when it comes to bringing electronics into a final or regions. Because if you get caught with it, they'll give you a 0 for the whole thing. You're gonna have to retake it in August, and you just don't want to be the only one that gets in trouble. So don't bring any like iPhones, iPods, headphones, recorders, whatever they say at the test. Just try to remember. Well, I hope these tips helped you because I know that they helped me when I study, and I know making this video will like influence me to study more because I haven't like studied much for it, so I probably should do that. But yeah, I hope you guys all do well in your finals, and I hope you guys. I mean, I'll see you over the summer, but I hope you guys have a good summer. Bye.